I remember me and this babysitter, we ended up actually standing up together and we went to the closet. And once we went inside, she closed the door and said, okay, well, I guess you know the rules, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, let's do this then. And she ended up making out with me and we did the devil's tango.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm gonna sound a little bit weird because I am sick. I've been sick for the last week, and that's why I haven't been uploading. But today we're gonna check back on Bubba. We checked on him a long time ago. Let's see if he got any better. But for the looks of it, no, he didn't. And that's all I have to say. Let's go. I don't know. Let's go watch. And maybe die of cringe. I don't know. That's kind of cringe right there that I said that. But let's go.
Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to another super crazy but embarrassing story. Now, today's story all takes place back when I was in grade 10, and in my grade 10 year, I was a massive player. No joke, the only things I cared about was playing video games and playing girls.
Sounds like you're a true player, but yeah, totally real. These videos are definitely not fake. Yeah, you're a true one-of-a-kind player. You play girls all the time. I don't know how you produce so much babies, but yeah, well, we cannot ever be as good as you, Bubba. We're on to you.
Good life to enjoy. I know it sounds kind of crazy because every time I tell these stories, I always say I regretted so many of these things, but at the same time, without these amazing things happening in my life, there'd be nothing for me to tell on the internet.
As the god of all comedy YouTubers, Rith, he would probably say, we wish you'd never be on this platform. Well, as a joke. But if you didn't have these stories to tell, I think we'll all have a better life. I'm stuttering a lot, man. I'm so sick. I can't wait if I'm gonna make myself even more sick by watching Bubba and lose some brain cells because I don't need that much brain cells. I can gain those brain cells back if you guys subscribe. But guys, you know, and I know, you're not gonna subscribe. So, I know where you live. I'm watching you right now. I see you on your bed. Get off of the hub and subscribe. I need subscribers so I can feed my family. I'm broke, definitely broke. Yeah. Subscribe.
Story, I remember there was a time in my grade 10 year where I was
Yeah, we don't give a so we'll skip.
Really care? No. Even though she was one of the hot grade 12s in my school, I didn't want to give her, any form of attraction because I didn't want her thinking anything weird. So I ended up turning my head again and I just started playing my Call of Duty game and she just ended up shrugging her shoulders and went downstairs. I remember a couple hours went by and I did not hear a peep from the babysitter. No joke, we ended up keeping our separate ways and we just kept doing our own thing. But as I started to get hungry that 2 hours later, I remember I ended up standing up and actually went downstairs. When I got downstairs, I remember she was on the phone with a couple of friends and she was saying things like, oh, I don't know if I can go. I'm taking care of someone. Well, I don't know. Yeah, he goes to her school. And she kept talking to
No, she wasn't. No, I don't believe it. She was never talking to you. She was never talking about you. She's not even real.
I don't know exactly where they were going. To be honest, my parents back when I was in high school always went on vacation to basically have a good time together.
Oh, so that's how you get all these made up stories. You go with them and you watch them. You get up close and personal so you can document and put out your own stories. I get it now. I don't
really know, nor do I want to know what my parents do on vacation. But going on with the story, I remember as they were packing in the room, I just kept basically being all upset in my bedroom, and it got to the point where I just sat down and just ended up watching TikToks on my phone to basically pass the time. But as I was scrolling through angrily, out of nowhere, my parents ended up walking into my bedroom saying, okay, Bubba, we're leaving. Don't do anything silly and focus on school. Yeah, whatever, is what I told them, and they ended up up leaving my room. I remember hearing my parents leave the driveway with their car, and I was just sitting in my room still really upset. Like, you gotta understand, me not having video games was like me not having the internet. Like, it was literally the best way to connect with my friends and basically talk smack online. But then one thing led to another. I remember I ended up hearing a really weird sound coming from my window. And right as I look outside, I ended up seeing a really old, busted black truck pulling into my driveway. Now at this moment, I looked outside really questioning who in the world was parking in my driveway. But then I ended up seeing a girl wearing all black, a really short skirt, and looking really emo coming out of the car and walking towards my front door. Now, no joke, I believe in the term stranger danger, and even though this girl was hired to take care of me, there was no way I was gonna let an emo girl watch over.
I know all the emo people out there are gonna be reporting you and being, it's so offensive. No, it isn't, bro.
Anyways, I remember she ended up basically knocking on the door, and I heard her knock, but I decided to totally refuse to answer the door because she looked terrifying. Obviously though, one thing led to another. From basic knocking, she ended up slamming on the door. She kept slamming it over and over and over to the point where I actually ended up going under my blanket and just plugging my ears because she just wouldn't stop. If anything, I thought she was gonna break my door down. But after 2 minutes of knocking and slamming on my door, all of a sudden, it all stopped. I remember I came out of my blankets really confused on what happened, and right as I decided to basically leave my bedroom, I remember I opened the door and boom, there she was. I just saw the emo girl staring at me dead in the eyes saying, "Why didn't you answer the door? I was knocking. Didn't you hear me?" No, I didn't. Sorry, I had headphones in. "Oh, well, turn them down next time. Hi, I'm your babysitter." For some reason, when she was speaking to me, her head would tilt kind of like in a weird angle, and for some reason, she just would not stop staring at me in the most weirdest way possible. Like, no joke, she had like the eyes as if she wanted to literally kill me. I remember I just kept looking at her and kind of stepping backwards because she got way too close to my personal space. And one thing led to another. She ended up walking into my bedroom saying, "Wow, you have a lot of stuff in your room. Do you want to go downstairs and show me around?" Yeah, sure. I remember I ended up giving her a basic house tour of, you know, the living room, the kitchen, and the basement that I would never dare to go into, and basically showing her around. But for some reason, every time we walked into a different room, she kept drawing like upside down crosses around the place with this.
Whoa, oh my god, is that Diddy and Oh wait, it's Diddy in disguise. Bro, you're about to get ordered up. You better be ready for that big...
On the place with this oil that she had. I don't know if she was trying to haunt my house, but this girl was definitely on some demon time. And not in the good way like the devil's tango. But going on with the story, I remember after a while, I ended up looking at her saying,
Bro, so basically, for the rest of the video, he just talks about like them eating and he wants women to be in the kitchen making sandwiches. I don't know, but... they never did the devil's tango. Man, sad, man. But yeah, he was just yapping about random stuff. And if you want to watch the original one, I'll have a link in the description. And also, don't subscribe to him. Subscribe to me. And Bubba.